Anytime Irish boxers fight in New York, they always get a large crowd. I assume McGregor is going to have quite a cheering section behind him as he takes on Alvarez. Now, he already has the featherweight title, so now he's fighting for the lightweight title. Is there any downside to him holding two belts potentially?
Well, right now, Dana White's saying that he won't be able to do that. When you have two belts like that, I mean, both people in both divisions are kind of complaining about it. How does this guy get the opportunity to kind of hold up both divisions? Because everyone wants to fight for the belt. And with Conor in two divisions, he's kind of holding the belts hostage. So I think he's going to have to make a decision if he does beat Eddie Alvarez as to what division he's going to stay in.
Yeah, clear that up for us. I mean, what are his options if he does win on Saturday night?
Well, if he wins, I imagine that he's probably going to stay at 155 pounds. I think there's bigger fights for him in that division. Not that a Jose Aldo rematch wouldn't be huge, but I think that the weight has become very difficult for him to make. I had to make that weight cut. I'm about the same size as Conor McGregor. It is absolutely brutal.
To get down to feather.
To get down to 45, exactly. It's a lot for a guy Conor McGregor's size. And if he's going to make the same amount of money or more money at 155 pounds and doesn't have to cut all that weight, why not stay at 155 pounds?
Right, so lifestyle-wise, it could be a lot easier. What's going to be his biggest challenge?
You know, I think it's Eddie Alvarez. It's his persistence, it's his determination, it's his heart, it's his chin. All those things make quite a difficult package for Conor McGregor. His wrestling as well. I think that for Conor, you know, he's faced a guy like Nate Diaz before who can take a lot of punishment. He's going to experience something probably very similar in Eddie Alvarez.
Yikes.
But Nate Diaz wasn't a wrestler, and Eddie Alvarez can't put people on their back, and that's where Conor kind of struggled in that fight against Chad Mendes not too long ago. So I think he's going to have to really stop that wrestling ability of Alvarez.
Alvarez says this is not going to last more than 9 minutes.
Wow.
Do you agree?
You know what? I don't know. It's possible. I think that it may not last for Eddie Alvarez either. You know, it might go the other way for Conor McGregor. I think Eddie's best bet is actually to drag it into the later rounds, is try to grind out those first few rounds and then see what Conor McGregor has in the 20th and kind of almost close to the 25th minute to see if he gets him to break.
Who do you think is going to win this bout?
You know what? I love Eddie Alvarez. I think he is a guaranteed Hall of Famer. He has won every world championship and every other organization. Here he is in the UFC as champion. But I think Conor McGregor is just a little bit too clean with his striking. I think he's going to find a way to catch Eddie Alvarez and win the belt. But do not sleep on Eddie Alvarez.